Netflix?
No!
Is it HBO?
No!
Is it Disney?
No!
Is it Apple TV?
No!
Then it must be Tubi. Tell them they're streaming.
Welcome to Tell Them They're Streaming. Hey, my name is Robert, and sitting beside me is a Australian comedian who came up with a new kind of reality show where two plumbers meet for the first time while working on a toilet. It's called Married at First Shite. This is Richie Flushing Goodacre. Hey, Richie, how's your week been?
Good. I thought you were going to go with pipe. That would have worked as well.
Yeah, I thought shite was funnier, especially with the
It
movie we're
was.
doing today.
It was. It just threw me. That was good. Yeah. Yeah. No. Week has been good. I actually think. I mean, shite is appropriate for what we're doing. In more ways than one, I feel. Yeah. So, yeah. No. Good week. Yeah. Not too much, man. Just chilling, catching up on the old movies and stuff like that.
I heard that
Yeah.
you went to hydrotherapy today. How did that go?
Oh yeah. It went pretty good. Um, uh, didn't go like all of it because we missed a turn, but yeah, so we were there late, but I still got to have a dip in the water. It was all right, and but yeah, I didn't realize I went like right after the kids got home.
Oh no.
School. There's just a lot of kids there, okay? This I don't, like I understand that in order to be an adult, you have to be a kid first, but like, why do kids have to exist? You know what I mean?
You know what that means? There was a lot of kids in the pool.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
So
kiddie
I don't know.
urine going around.
Yeah, like you know what? I mean, probably me mine as well. To be honest, just kind of
Oh,
yeah, just come on when you gotta go. Yeah. Sorry, San Gate Aquatic Center. Please have me back.
well, they probably
Uh,
won't now.
no, no. I'm joking. I'm joking. It is a joke for the podcast. Please have me back, San Gate Aquatic Center. I like your facilities.
Free
Uh,
plug.
yes, I like your facilities. You let me get in the water, and that is nice of you. Uh, but yes, hydrotherapy. Uh, yeah, which sounds very, I don't know, and I just call it swimming, but it sounds very nice. Hydro. So sounds like what a propagandist might call waterboarding. No, we're giving him hydrotherapy.
Somebody who's a little bit nicer, maybe. We're going to give you hydrotherapy. Oh, well, that's good. I need a bit of that. Now, tell us where the plans are hidden. Hang on. I'm just bobbing up and down in the water at the moment.
Hang on.
All right, you ready to get on to today's film?
Yeah.
Today's film
Yeah.
is called,
Can I apologize off the bat here? I'm sorry.
yes, you can apologize off the bat.
Uh,
Oh, you didn't, did you?
oh
Oh,
no. Oh God.
that's why
Oh
you're
no.
sorry. Oh,
Oh no, not a oh no. Did you cut the cheese like the game show? Oh no.
this film is called Fart the Movie from 1991.
Uh,
The synopsis is Russell has two passions, watching television and farting. He also loves Heather. Heather hates farting. This internal triangle. One day she warns him, if they ever allow farting on television, you'll never leave the house. One evening, he goes to sleep in front of the TV, and it happens. Virtually everything on TV is fart related, from sitcoms and commercials to newscasts and dramas. A quick look at some trivia before we get stuck into it. When the producers were looking for technicians to work on the movie, several trade publications, including Daily Variety, refused to run the Help Wanted ads until the word fart was removed from the ad copy. The ads were accepted only after the title was changed to Windbreakers. Dozens of professional technicians and actors were eager to work on the film, but only if their names were changed in the credits. The producers claimed that their telephone was swamped with dozens of calls from women who absolutely loved the concept of the film and offered to work.
I'm sorry.
This is the best bit, and offered to work on it for free.
No way. You are. No.
Kesha, who appears in the Bong Show segment, she was only 4 years old at the time. Kesha's mum, Peeb Serbet, was working on the soundtrack for the movie. Kesha was most likely received a small role due to Peeb bringing Kesha with her while they were filming, as she usually did. The project had a 30-day shooting schedule at $43,000 budget. The project was shot on location in Los Angeles, California. Having a look at the director is Ray Etheridge, and the film that I found he also done was the Veronica Incident from 1989. Have you got anything else on Ray Etheridge?
Yeah, well, I've got like about 20 here. He did he obviously fought the movie. He did a movie called Stoned Dead. Yeah, the Veronia incident. Mosquitoes, alligators, and bullets. Don't know what that is. Conversations with his dead grandma. Tattletale Corpse. Burial Island. Detour to Hell. Mama's dead and lives in the basement. Cause of death, homicide. Zombie drug lord. Monster movie trivia quiz. I guess that's the movie. Yeah, he just did a trivia quiz thing. Robbed, murdered, and eaten. We bought a haunted house. Day of Darkness in Hillbilly County. Dinosaur quiz. Fool me once, kill you twice. I know a riddle. I know a riddle. Ghosts don't wear name tags.
No.
They don't, because I'll just go right through them. And From Oregon, film at 11. What? Okay.
There you go. Now, you wouldn't believe this film has so many writers. I'll just quickly go through them. Curly Smith, Ray Atherton, Ray Etheridge, Kathleen F. Doyle, Rich Lever, Drew McWeeny, Rebecca Swan.
Oh my God, I know who Drew McWeeny is.
Really?
Yeah.
Stephen Banks, Marcus Woolley, Paul Goff, and Robert Axelord. Who is Drew McWeeny?
Drew McWeeny is he used to, there's a thing he used to watch called the Movie Trivia Showdown. Yeah, and initially they would get a lot of people from the movie trivia, like YouTube internet space, and yeah, he was one of the competitors. I think he does like film reviews now, I believe, and or he directs stuff. Can have a look, but yeah, that is, he probably doesn't want to remember that he did Fart the movie. Yeah, he's a film critic.
Film critic.
Yeah. But yeah, and I've got him on my letterbox. I follow him on letterbox.
We'll give him a shout out.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I like your movie, Fart the movie, man.
the cast is Joel Weiss, and he was in The Warriors from 1979. Shannon Doe Soren. The only movie I could find was this one, Fart the Movie, 1991. Jeff Olson was in Saving Sarah Kane from 2007. Isaac Clay was in a movie called The Heart of Justice, 1992. And Sondra Spriggs was in Species 2 from 1998. It is now time for film chat.
Film chat.
Dude does a windy in a lift. The others left in the lift blame each other. Now, you're laughing at this, Richie.
Look, that's not the like. No, just like that's the first sentence of a movie. Dude does what he in a lift. Like, yeah, others blame each other. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I like yeah, I am. I don't not have a juvenile sense of humor. That's probably what led me to go, "Hey, fart the movie, that'd be fun," and then I regretted it. You know, I do have it. Have an app on my phone. You know, just called Fart World. Uh, you know,
And what does that do? Did something happen?
you hear that? It's
No. Oh, just quietly. Is it making windy noises, is it?
it's different farts. Yes.
Hmm. This
Because
movie this movie must have been right up your alley.
no, I swear to God, it wasn't. Anyway, yeah.
He buys a Polish sausage, which releases more bottom burps, which offends the city folk.
I think there's reviews that's gonna be you trying to work out how to say fart differently each time.
Oh, I run out really quickly, don't you worry. He gets home where he's excited about Moby Dick being on television tonight. Russell is married to Heather. Heather hugs him, and he gets heap of food out of the fridge.
Also, so Moby Dick's they reveal his TV. His TV's in like this cupboard or whatever. It's like on the ground. Like, but
He's got TVs all over the place. It's really weird.
he's also like this TV on the like. How are you gonna watch that TV? It's like literally just like so. Like if you're just like sitting on a chair, you'd be going like, you know.
Yeah.
Like how are you gonna watch? Like are you gonna like lie on your stomach and watch TV? Like it's set up in a weird spot, but then he's got this like portable TV that he watches later, like near the bathtub. I think that's a bit dangerous. Yeah.
Russell records the loudest flatulence that he has ever had this week. Though watch out for the aftershock.
Whoa! 4.9 are the best one this week. Aftershock coming!
Dun, dun, dun.
Ronnie orders a pizza. Heather wants to go out for New Year's Eve. Russell wants to stay in and eat and watch TV. They argue because Russell is obsessed with passing wind, and they have lost all their friends because of it. Heather goes out to the party on her own, but nobody wants to talk to her because of Russell.
That seems unfair.
As you said, Russell has a bath while eating and watching the Three Stooges. Heather decides to get drunk and shouts out the word fart.
Yeah, there was a point in this movie I'm like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? I am watching a movie called Fart the Movie that I nominated because I am a 33 6-year-old. And yeah, I got what I deserved, I think, and yeah.
Well, you can explain some of the segments. Russell watches the evening news about breaking wind. I guess this is
Okay.
where he's gone to sleep.
Well, yeah, okay. So when he goes to sleep, this movie this movie gives up. This movie fucking gives up. It's like, okay, the plot you heard before that, no, we're not, screw that. Okay, we're just going to go through channels, TV channels. It's just going to be segments.
Pretty
of
much sketch comedy.
sketch comedy about farts. And yes, there's an evening news one about,
So yeah, evening news about breaking wind, and then an ad about people who have too much flatulence can get help.
the arsenal. Is that the,
Yes.
I mean, by this doctor called, was it Harry S or Harry
I never wrote all these names down, but they've all got silly and fart related names.
Harry Balls or something?
It's a place where fartaholics can curb their addiction. There is a TV show called 20 something where they talk about a closet farter. Okay, so here's our first drama where we're looking at a TV show called 20 something where two dudes are talking about passing wind and so forth. Got nothing on that one?
No, look, yeah, like they're they're on the bed talking about yeah, it's like, oh, I just really like to fart. He's like, oh man, that's he's like some like 90s film, like, oh, that's so, oh, that's whack, oh, that's wild. It's like, no, like, yeah. And then they're, yeah, I don't know, they're not grossed out. It's, yeah, it's just I thought I mean, I know he was just like dreaming, but I thought I got, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was kind of just zoned off into a different dimension because I was like, what is happening here now? But yeah, it's just yeah, it's like a Rick and Morty like multiverse episode where like that they often go, Rick and Morty will often, like one of those TV episodes where it's like, oh, where it's a very niche channel. It's like, oh, this is a channel where yeah, everybody, I don't know, in every episode, everyone does a Macarena. Oh, this is an episode where, this is a TV channel where everyone farts. It's like a Rick and Morty thing. I don't know. So yeah,
Well, the next thing is, and you're a stand-up comedian, Richie. So the next thing is a comedy show called The Rude Dudes,
the
where
rude dudes.
where the first bloke's jokes, believe it or not, about flatulence.
About flatulence and the different types of farts, and like on yeah, like there must be like, I don't know, like I don't know, like maybe sounds like only like 20 people in the crowd, or he was like, or he was bombing. If you don't want to like kind of highlight, jokes that are kind of, because yeah, like a lot of, like, he had a big long setup for like, not much payoff. He was just talking about different kinds of farts, and yeah, and then like they come back to one later. We might as well just group these together. Come out later where all the next act could talk about is how, like, like he walked into the dude's fart, and he talked about how how off-putting it was, and yeah, that he couldn't get on with his act, and that was his act. and yeah, and apparently these comedians get paid to do comedy, and
Well, there was a
that
new comedian who makes jokes about gas masks and anti-flatulence people that are
anti
against farting.
oh yeah, the anti-flatulence propaganda. Yeah, propaganda. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, so it was
I, I
I,
this
th
that
I think my favorite there was a there a game show where the buzzer was that they had to fart, but there was the one sort of big dude who, the running joke was he couldn't properly fart.
well, that's coming up a bit later on.
Okay,
Yeah. First off, we have an ad, and I just thought of you while this ad was on. It was
I
called
don't know if that's a good thing or not.
it was called Fresh Wind, which are
Oh, this was funny
cans
actually.
of spray that smells like windies of your loved ones.
Yeah,
So explain
yeah.
it for us.
So, it was, yeah. I can't remember what the guy said, but it was so funny.
Home. Maybe you're on your own for the first time and you miss the ones you left at home. We can make those pictures seem almost alive.
Ow!
With fresh wind.
That smells
Like,
just like
oh,
Mom
yeah,
after dinner.
this one. Oh, this one smells like grandma. Oh, the granddad. Uh, granddad at lunch, and like it's all the same. That they'll get like all the cans are different like colors, but like they don't make the same sort of a sound. I was like, and yeah, this is dude. Oh my god, yeah. So this was a dumb one where I'm like, okay, that was almost amusing.
Well, then we come up
But
to the game show, which is Who Cut the Cheese, where
yeah,
contestants have to guess um, the flatulence.
yeah,
This is the show you're talking about, where the contestants' buzzers were their own bottom burps.
yeah. Yeah, and then there's a big dude that has an issue with buzzing. He doesn't have any gas in the chamber, and yeah, and then like there was one time where he like he squeaks out a little petite fart, and they're like, that was pathetic. And and then it culminates where he pushes too hard, and it sort of implied that he shits himself. But the weird thing is, okay, so it implies he makes a mess on the floor, and so they get a broom. Like, wouldn't you get a mop? Just saying. Well, just sweep the what's going.
Oh, I can't believe we watched this movie. All right, and then the next thing, there was a bong show where a woman can tell who somebody is by their flatulence. And then there was a barber singer that instead of singing, they fart.
You're losing the will to live.
What was that?
I feel like you're losing the will to live. You can't believe you're talking about that.
I've seen some classic movies over the time. I reviewed Schindler's List, for God's sake.
Or Schindler's List.
Uh um so
Surprised it
yeah,
wasn't that. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do a joke about that.
and
Well, the movie
this
wasn't out then. Yeah, they can't do a joke about a movie that wasn't released until 1990.
this is the segment that Kesha was in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah, I fully didn't even realize. Yeah, I forgot that shit. I was so kind of like transfixed at what I was watching. I forgot that Kesh was in this movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, that must be Kesh.
A 4-year-old girl that does what? Does a little windy.
She does a windy. She does a fun, and yeah. what other segments were there? It was
There was a priest against people breaking wind while breaking bread.
oh yeah, and, yeah,
Yeah, so did you hear that one? A priest against people breaking wind while breaking bread.
yeah, yeah, breaking, yeah, I saw that. That was weird. Yeah, the religious channel. Yeah, against people breaking wind. How would you like obey? Well, yeah, well, let's just say like you want to be a good Christian. How would you hold that in without and being a good Christian? Like you'd eventually just have to. I guess you'd have to just do it. Sneak off in silent if you're like if your family's a devout Christian. You just have to kind of
I don't think
yeah.
it's
Again, be a closeted father.
I don't think it's a sin to pass wind.
What
When you read the seven deadly sins, one of them isn't flatulence.
Oh no, but isn't the whole church thing that the guy doesn't like, passing when, like
Yeah, inappropriately. So yeah, you're allowed to nick outside and let one go.
oh, okay, he just doesn't like it at the he doesn't like it at the whole
Yeah,
you
like
know
while you're in
in,
church,
in public, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I might, that's probably the most rational thing that that's very rational actually. I'd actually join that church. Yeah.
Russell states that he's farting for his life.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
How's this guy? How's this guy? He's got a girlfriend.
yeah,
I don't
because
have a girlfriend. What the hell? Life is pain.
well, maybe you got to start letting off more.
Okay, I mean, I could, but with the one, is that something you'd want to see, viewers? You farting?
All right,
Really?
this is.
We've come down to this lowbrow humor,
Did you say low brow or low brown?
lowbrow humor, low brown, low brown town humor.
Well, this next thing was pretty random. They're at the party, and then suddenly they've got a band there who's on a stage with all lights going up on them. And then this country band starts playing songs about breaking wind.
Yeah. They played that song right at the start as well. That was the exact same song they played at the start.
But you
And I
didn't
was
see
like,
them as the band then.
you didn't see them, and you didn't see them. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Just that reeked of we don't know how else to fill the time, so we'll fill the time with this. And then I guess, yeah. Oh, they come back a bit later on too.
Then we have an ad for MC Gaseous.
Release it. Something burns within, blowing in the wind. Yo, 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 beans. Let's air our differences. That was I. Fresh air for Mikey, and the new dance sensation. Do the butt band. Buy now and you'll receive a special recording of celebrity farts. Hear those you admire most, cut one, break wind, and let it go. This offer is not available in record stores, so order now by calling 1-800-555-FART or send check or money order to MC Gaseous, P.O. Box 1781, Billings, Montana, 95619. Don't miss this chance to add these fine albums to your collection.
MC Gaseous.
Then there's a news break about a bean that can feed the world. The only unfortunate things is it makes you flatulent.
Yeah, I thought like beans generally do that, don't they?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
beans. I had beans the other night, and I got to say that I was quite restrained.
Oh, okay. Maybe just gotta yeah, you gotta just relax your sphincter.
Oh God! Please help. Okay, gets even weirder now. A movie review show that reviews the films that we are currently watching.
Yeah, and they pretend they're like a parody of Siskel and Ebert,
Ebert,
but
yeah.
they don't even attempt to look like them. Like I think it's the ones like Siskelly and Ebertson.
And so yeah, in the end, it's all a big bad dream by Heather. Um,
And then it's just like, oh my god. And then but then she farts. And
and then they all
then
giggle.
and then he farts, and then they fart simultaneously, and they all giggle and live happily ever after.
Look, so yeah, then the end, the
And
band comes back and plays music. Uh,
plays another song because they're like, hey, we don't know how to finish this film. Like, hey, hope this band, but this is actually a decent song. This song at the end here. I hope they got paid well. Uh, you know, I imagine they probably want to forget about they did this movie. Um, but yeah, yeah, I actually didn't mind the song. I had no idea what it had to do with the rest of the movie. It was like it had no relation to the rest of the movie. I think they just did a song to do a song, but whatever. It was
all
all
right.
right.
Well, here's your chance now to talk about the movie as a whole. Your conclusion, your
Was that a
report.
pun as a whole?
Didn't mean to be, but thank you for bringing that up. Um, yes, Richie, how do you explain? How do what talk about it? What's going on with this movie?
This movie was barely a movie. I can't judge it as a movie. It was just there was just things that happened, segments. There's no plot. Like, oh yeah. There's a dude that is married. His relationship or married. I don't even know if they're married. I guess they're married. They're you know in trouble because he keeps farting, and then he just imagines a world where all the TV's farting, and then like he doesn't actually he Nip doesn't learn anything. She just learns to accept it, and yeah, like that's the story. There's no story. It's just a bunch of things that happen. It's a if I categorized it as a movie, I would say this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But I don't think it's a movie. I just don't. But like yeah, but for the purpose of this podcast, I will say it's a movie, and for the purpose of this podcast, as a overall movie, I'll give it half a star. Yes, it's the worst rating I've given a movie so far since we started this. As a Tubi score, also it was very it was not the easiest thing to talk about other than hey, he does a fart, he does a fart. I went I don't know, a generous two. There you go, and that's not a number two joke.
Are you ever going to laugh at flatulence again, or are you done now? Have you got it? Everything is it all out of your system, so to speak?
I feel like there's an episode of South Park, right, where Cartman walks in, like opens the door and he sees these people who have bums for faces, and he doesn't laugh because he thinks that is so funny. I'll never laugh at anything again like that funny again. And I think I have the opposite effect. Like that's so unfunny that I'll never laugh at a fart again, even if it's from like a innocent old lady, even if it's from a dog, even if it's from someone like if it's unexpected, like in the middle of a serious conversation. I'll think of this movie and I'll cry.
This movie is bonkers. I just can't believe from the very beginning, there's flatulence and then there's Windies just all the way through. It doesn't stop for an hour and 25 minutes. It's just constant flatulence. Where are we, world? What are we doing?
And they sort of brush it off as a habit, all right. But if you fart that often, if you're that dude, I think you need to see a doctor. Just to be honest. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm a different person now after watching this film.
Oh no.
I'm not the same. It's damaged me.
Oh no. What role are we gonna get next week?
Oh, I don't know. It like just stone faced. I give it 0 out of 5 for a normal movie. It was about flatulence, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing more, nothing less. And anybody who finds this funny is immature.
I find the hatred of it funny.
As a Tubi movie, I'll give it 2 as well. And that is because of the number 2.
Yeah. So this is funny. Look, I'm sorry. So usually at this time we get to Let's Get Quizzical, but right before we do that, I just want to draw your attention to one of the most depressing reviews for Fart the movie comes from Dreblin, and I'm sorry, Dreblin, it just reads, I got this movie for Christmas when I was 10. I'm so sorry, Dreblin. I'm lucky my parents love me. Anyway, anyway,
Oh my
I just thought that
God.
was funny. Imagine opening a present and go, what the fuck? What's going on? Am I adopted? Anyway,
Uh,
anyway, it's time for Let's Get Quizzical. Quizzical.
I wanna
Get
get
quizzical.
quizzical. Let's
Let's
get a
get
quizzical.
quizzical.
Let me hear your quizzies talk. Okay, down really low now. Quizzies talk. Let me hear your quizzies talk. Your quizzies talk. Now come back up. Let's get quizzical. Quizzical.
I wanna get. Oh, you mean like not the octave? You mean like
That'll do. Let's get quizzical.
Okay, so I went to kind of search for like movies with like kind of bizarre premises. Like most of these movies we would have heard before, but I just again we're gonna do the sort of Rotten Tomatoes game again, or tomatoes, whatever you want to call.
Rotten eggs.
Yeah. Just gotta tell me, what the percentage is. And yeah, most of these movies you know. There's one movie that sticks out that you probably wouldn't know that definitely has a interesting title that we should, if it's on Tubi, I definitely want to do it at some point. So the M, without further ado, let's get started. So
What the world did you just say?
I said, without further ado, let's get started. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to fill the air with something.
The void.
The void. I shouldn't say air. I don't know. Anyway, words. The M. Night Shyamalan movie, Old. What is the Rotten Tomato score for that movie?
Okay, and so what the premise is getting
The
old.
premise is they basically go vacation on a beach, and then the people go to this beach get rapidly older.
Really quickly.
Very quickly.
I'm going to say M. Night Shyamalan, whatever his name is been hitting him out of the park as late. So I'm going to say it's definitely a pass. So it's over 50. And am I right?
Yeah, I'll tell you when.
Oh, at the end. Okay. So is it over 50? And I'm going to give it 72.
So it's teetering on good or bad. It's literally just 50.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Whoa.
It's very divisive. I know people who really like it, and people go, "What the fuck is this?" So yeah.
Okay.
I haven't actually seen it yet, so I need
Is it
to
on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix, isn't
It's
it?
on Netflix, so I'll get to watch it at some point. Yeah. So the next one, maybe you have seen, Hot Tub Time Machine.
I tried to watch that. I lasted about half hour.
but yet you watched Fart the movie. You can get through Hot Tub Time Machine if you've watched Fart the movie.
I didn't
You
have
can
to
get through anything.
review Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh,
That
God.
movie was terrible. So I'll say it's below 50. And I will say it was 42.
You're gonna hate humanity, aren't you?
I
You're
am.
gonna 64.
Oh, God.
Uh, all right. Next one. Snakes on a Plane. No points for guessing what that movie's about.
Spiders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Snakes on a Plane. Okay. I hear this rubbished a lot. I've never seen it. I'm going to say it is just a pass with 55.
It was sort of close-ish. 69, dude.
What's the stoner thing?
Bill and Ted. Yeah. Yeah, 69%. So actually pretty decent. But next one. This is the one where I hadn't heard of it until I did this thing, and I want to watch this because it sounds insane. The Shaggy DA, about a lawyer who turns into a dog and has to get this case closed before the animal catcher takes him away.
All right, this sounds quality. I reckon it is under 50, and I reckon it is 44.
You were very close. It's actually again like old. It's 50.
Oh, just right on 50.
Yeah.
One reviewer.
uh, Next one. Again, another movie that's divisive. I think it's a bit weird. The movie Yesterday, the one that rewards plagiarism of Beatles songs.
Yeah, I quite like that. I didn't think that was too bad. Danny Boyle directed
Yeah,
that, didn't he?
yeah.
Look, I thought it was okay. I think most people think it was okay. So I go, it's got a pass. It's over 50 with a pass mark of 66.
64. You were that. That was pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Next one. Hellboy, the 2019 version with David Harbour.
This wasn't well liked, was it?
No.
So I'm going to say it's below 50, and I'm going to say 37. 37
37. Do you want to explain what that reference? No, just kidding.
in a row.
Yeah. No, even lower than that, 17.
17. Whoa, that is a bad
That's
ranking.
bad. Yeah. And I swear this next one's a movie. You might have heard of it, you might not have. The Man Who Killed Hitler, then Bigfoot.
I don't know anything about this movie. I'm gonna have a guess that it is below 50, but not by much. I reckon about 48.
75.
Whoa! How many people reviewed it? Does it say?
I didn't have a look at that statistic. Uh, um, Next one, Roald Dahl's The Witches from 2020, the Anne Hathaway version.
Oh, okay. I'll say it got over 50, and I'll say it was 66.
49. So you're
49.
closer with your guess on the other one. Next one, Iron Sky.
Oh yeah. This is a cult movie. There's a lot of love for it as cult wise. It's not really a great movie, but cult wise, it's absolutely loved. So I'm going to go pass over 50 with a 58 score.
Like not that far off, but like it's not like it's below 50, but it's 41.
Oh, okay.
And last one, you definitely know this one, but you know the movie, um, Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko is flippin' brilliant. I love this film, both versions. And when I say both versions, I don't mean the sequel. We're
The
not talking.
S Darko.
We're not talking about that one. I just mean the director's cut as well as the theatrical cut. I like both versions. Look, it was ranked here in Australia at one stage as Australia's #1 film, as in not they made it, as in the most liked Australian film in 1 year. So with saying that, I'm going to say it has to be a pass. But I'm not going to go that high because I've got a feeling there are people out there that didn't get it or just didn't like it for whatever reason. I'll go 72.
Should have gone higher, 87.
Should have gone higher. 87. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think you did all right. There's a lot of ones you were sort of in the ballpark of, so I think you're actually not too bad at this game. I think you should give yourself a pat on the back. That's your shoulder.
Well, if I do my back, nobody can see it.
Well, like they could see that's your back. So yeah.
Now time to spin the wheel of Tubi cheese. Tubi
Cheese. Yeah.
cheese.
So yeah, to recap, we have Action Bronson, uh, Thriller,
Thriller Bronson.
Thriller Bronson, Western Bronson, Howard Howard Stern. Anyway, that didn't work. Suggestions from website Canstar Blue 2. Just a second one, but batch of those. I clarify that every time. I don't need to, but I do anyway. And streamers picks. Like I emphasize the P there. Picks. So yeah. Are you ready for me to spin?
I'm ready for you to spin.
Are you at home ready for me to spin? Yeah, we are. Oh, cool.
So yeah, bananas.
I said, yeah, we are. But yeah,
Oh.
banana. Well, all right. 1, 2, 3.
Spinny.
Spinny, spinny. And
Streamers picks.
picks. Arguably, this is my favorite one. This is one we top up the most. We will top up the other ones when they run out, and we'll start a clean slate. But we always tend to top up the streamers picks when we get new suggestions or we find other stuff. We're like, hey, that looks interesting.
And
So
we've got a list. We've got a list of stuff that's already got to go on it. So
yeah. So yes. So we've got Torso from 1973, Backwards Bubba from 2021. I'm always worried about that one for some reason. I'm sure it'll be fine. Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead from 2006, and Chopping Mall from 1986.
Excellent.
Any one of those appeal to you the most?
I'm actually looking forward to watching Chopping Mall. I don't never seen it and interested to know what it's all about.
Okay, cool. I'm more really curious about Backwards Bubba, so let's see what happens. All right. Are you ready for me to spin?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Spinny.
Spin.
Oh, it's going to be Chopping Mall.
It's gonna be Chopping Mall. No, hopefully it's there. Let's have a look.
Shopping mall.
Go into the shopping.
Uncle Chop Chop.
Uncle Chop Chop. It's there.
Excellent.
All right.
Tell us about it, Steve.
Tell I will. Jonathan. I don't know. 8 teenagers are trapped after hours in a high-tech shopping mall and pursued by 3 murderous security robots out of control.
No.
That's more my speed. That's got more action than fart the movie. This is more to be delicious.
I think we're going to be entertained by this one by the sounds of it.
Yeah, directed by Jim Wynorski and starring Kelly Maroney, Tony O'Dell, and Russell Todd.
Excellent.
Cool.
All right. Looking forward to that one. Chopping mall.
Shopping mall.
All right. Now it's time for plugs and stuff.
Plugs. So you can find us on the Facebooks, as your grandma would say. Oh, all our grandmas, every collective grandma.
What's a collective of grandmas called?
I don't know. I was about to ask you the same question. And a nan,
A gaggle.
a gaggle of nans.
A gaggle of grannies.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can find us on Facebook. Okay, give us a like, send us a message about what you'd want to see in the wheel. It has to be sort of to-be-rific though. No, oh hey, like Mario's interesting. Like, do that. Like, it's not out on streaming yet, and it's not really a to-be-rific film. But if you've got something that's you think is so bad it's good, hit us up. And you can also find us on the YouTubes, which you're probably watching and listening to us now on. And you're probably on a computer or mobile device, but YouTube's the app you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be on TV.
Could be on TV. God, technology. And and give us a like there, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we upload a new episode. I don't know why I keep moving my hands. They need to move. We got a Gmail account, tellingoutstreaming@gmail.com. Again, like the Facebook page, just message us and just message us, tell us that you like us and that you think we're really cool.
Send in your favorite flatulence joke.
And what's your favorite flatulence joke? What's your if you had to get chopped in a mall, where would you get? Well, what mall would you go to? All those things, and also obviously,
Would you go to Adelaide to Rundle Mall?
Would you go to Rundle Mall?
Or should I say Radelaide?
Radelaide. Would you go to the Maya Center? The Maya Center. There's no Maya there anymore. Well, that's weird, isn't it?
That is weird. And it is a center, not a mall. But anyway.
Shut up. Anyway. Anyway. And go there. And then, anyway, you can message us and go, hey, we want you to talk about this movie again. It has to be terrific, but yeah, and we'll gladly put it on the wheel. And then as far as what I got going on, as far as trivia and debate and all that kind of stuff, podcasts, you can find me on Movie Hero Network doing Lonely Marks. It's a wrestling podcast I do every Thursday or Friday for me, but Thursday for the folks in America. On the Movie Hero Network doing tournament fights, tier ranker. You can find me on Combat Wrestling Trivia, doing wrestling trivia there, doing wrestling trivia on Jordan and Pierce Owen's channel, the PSCO channel. And you can find me doing debates on movie Battleground. On Full Metal Random. I think I've got an ECW quiz coming up soon on there, so check that out. And as far as gigs, I've got a few gigs coming up. I've got the gig I run with my friend Grace, where we do I've talked about it on here before. We do a little do a gig with raising money for Happy Tales as a dog adoption place, a dog fostering dog place. We're doing that again. So I'll have more details when they come available. But yeah, we're going to do that again. Comedy's going to the dogs. So yeah. And yeah, so that's pretty much about out for me. And look, I only wore the shirt like a couple of episodes ago, so I don't know what impression you're going to let me to do, but I'm looking forward to it. Maybe I wore the shirt to throw you off. We'll see what happens.
I want you to do an impression of the Beatles singing A Long and Winding Road as the outro.
I don't know that song.
You don't know that song?
Oh.
The long and winding road. Dun, dun. Alrighty.
Submarine?
No, because it doesn't have road in it.
Okay.
Do you know why don't we do it in the road?
Can I do follow the other? No. Yeah. I don't know what the other roads. Can I do Cody Rhodes theme song?
Take me home, country roads. You know that one.
Yeah. Take me home, country roads to a place. West Virginia, mountain home. Then take me home. To be continued. Almost forgot to do that part of it because I was singing.
Well, you're gonna go. Take me home, country roads, to be continued.
Yeah, I was just getting into the lyrics and I almost forgot to do that. Oh yeah, that's right. I do the sign off thing, but yeah.
Can you say this word?
Say it. Bomber. The real Gazoo. Slice City. The little sneaker.
Low-flying ducks.
SBD.
Silent but deadly. Innocent little wisps of wind.
Flatulence.
I squeeze off a couple of steamers.
There are many ways not to use the word fart.
Fart. Fart. Fart. Fart.
What an endearing word. It's almost Shakespearean.
Now, can you say this word?
Say it. Fart. Fart. Fart, 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 fart.
Well, actually, it's not that bad once you get used to it.
Farts! There, I said it. What are you going to do about it?
You know what you are? You're a closet farter.
Now that we have some practice saying it, ask for it by name.
Do you fart?
Fart, the movie, has arrived.
I don't think the time is that far off, that we'll have completely outgrown the whole farting taboo in the country, and you'll be able to put on a bumper sticker that says, I fart loud and I'm damn proud. But for the time being, just hang with me. I'll get to jokes.
Hold your nose and go see this movie.
Toilet time.
Julian, what are you...